Hey everyone, this is Dr. Sam, again from University Animal Clinic, and I'm here with another question that we get asked often, and this one is about microchips, and in particular for your cat. They're very similar to microchipping for our dogs as well, and the biggest question we always get asked is why? Why do we recommend it? Microchipping is one of the only kind of steadfast ways, especially for cats who often wear breakaway collars, that we can make sure that there is an identification on your pet. So super important if your pet ever gets out. I was in Louisiana during Hurricane Katrina, and some of the main ways that any of those pets found their way home to their owners was with a microchip, because by the time they got to us, they were missing their collars. They didn't have any identification. So that is the main reason that we recommend it, is that it's internal. So there is no way for them to lose it. Is it dangerous or painful for your pet? No, it's a little sting, a little bit more than maybe a vaccine. It's done with a needle, but it's a larger needle than, say, a vaccine needle. So probably a little bit stronger of a pinch. We often do it under anesthesia for our patients, usually because we're doing it in puppies and kittens when they're getting spayed or neutered. But if you have an older pet that needs to have it done, we often put a little lidocaine cream or a little lidocaine block there so that it's not painful. So we have great things that we can do to make sure they don't feel any pain when we give that microchip. And it's not dangerous. It's all encapsulated. It's all made to be inert in the body. How do we identify that this is your cat with a microchip? So the microchip has a small little chip inside that we can scan with our scanner. And then from there, a number pops up that we can use on the microchip website. We use the microchip Home Again. So we can go to Home Again's website and look up that number, and your information will be in there, because when you leave here, we will send you home with that website and that number, so you can add all of your information in there when you register your pet with a microchip. You can also change this information. So if you move, you can change your address. If you have a new phone number, you can change your phone number. You can even change it as your pet changes. So say your pet becomes diabetic, you can go in there and note they're diabetic, and that it's even more important for them to find you sooner for that. If they have a collar and a tag, why do they still need a microchip? I get asked this a lot. And just like I explained, especially in cats with breakaway collars, collars and tags fall off. And of course, you never want to think about people out there that may remove a collar from a pet, but that could happen as well. So this way, it is something that it is internal, and it cannot be removed. I also get asked a lot, is this like GPS? Can you tell where my pet is? And unfortunately, no, we cannot at this time use these microchips for that route. But again, if somebody were to find your pet and bring them into us, most police departments and fire departments have microchip scanners. Emergency hospitals have microchip scanners. They can scan them and get your pet's information, and then call you to let you know that they have found your pet. Who can scan it? That was another question, and I just answered that. So police departments, veterinary hospitals, veterinary emergency hospitals, fire departments almost all have microchip scanners. Also, I believe animal control and most humane societies as well, because if a pet gets brought into them, they want to try to find its original owner, obviously, before they find it a new owner. When will they chips be scanned? We scan them with every new patient that comes into our hospital, so we can make sure that your microchip is also in our computer system accurately. So any new patient, and then of course, if we're placing a microchip, we always scan first, make sure there's not already one there, and then also scan our current microchip, make sure that's in there. If you lose your cat's microchip information, that's another reason why we scan it, enter them into your system. Give us a call. Hopefully, we've done that every time, and your microchip information is in our computer system. We have it, and we can give you that information so that you can reach out to Home Again if your cat ever goes missing. If you've not been a patient of ours, we would recommend calling Home Again. They might be able to search you in the system to get your pet's information, or calling your hospital that placed the microchip, because they should have kept a record of that information as well. That's kind of the big main questions that I get asked about microchips, especially in cats. If you have questions about microchips in cats, place it in the comments below. Another big tip is, if you're ever going to travel out of the country with your cat or dog, which a lot of people do, they will require a microchip as well. That is the national way to link the rabies vaccine for safety to your pet, is it's linked to that microchip number. A lot of Malteses look the same, so unfortunately they won't know that rabies goes with Fluffy specifically, but if that dog has a microchip number, then they can link those two together. So super important when it comes to protection against rabies, and as well for traveling out of the country with your pet, to have a microchip placed. If you have ideas for the next thing you would like me to talk about, or questions that you would like me to answer, place those in the comments below and I will answer them, and we will see you next time.